tuned to Lagos Television, Ikeja, and what we are bringing you, dear viewers at home, you're tuned to Lagos Television, Ikeja, and what we are bringing to you is the coverage of a launching of a Lagos State chapter of the Family Support Trust Fund at the banquet hall of Eco Hotels, Victoria Island, Lagos, on Thursday, 28th of April, 1995. I am Deji Balogun. The aims and objectives of the Family Support Program include the overall improvement and sustenance of family cohesion through the promotion of social and economic well-being of Nigerian family for its minimum contribution to national development. As we are talking to you, inside the banquet hall, there are eminent personalities, including the Oba of Lagos, Oba Adeyinka Oyekon II, as well as the first governor of Lagos State, retired Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, and many other dignitaries gathered to witness the launching of the 300 million naira Family Support Trust Fund for Lagos State. In the course of this program, we shall get to know the target projects of the trust fund in Lagos State. So sit back at home, relax, and enjoy us. The program, as we all know, is targeted towards the whole family. Here on camera, you have children from the Motherless Babies Home, Victoria Island, who are going to be some of the beneficiaries of the Family Support Trust Fund in Lagos State. So every kobo of the 300 million naira so collected will be spent in taking care of these young ones, as well as the less privileged and the needy in our society. They need your support. Therefore, you've got to support the Family Trust Fund for Lagos State and be a strong backer of the Family Support Program. Women associations in Nigeria, Alhaja Abibatu Magaji, one of the special guests here, a frontline woman leader in the state, being very, very supportive of the Family Support Program and gracing the launching with our presence. Meanwhile, we have the wife of the administrator of Borno State, Ajia Aishetu Ibrahim Dada, also here as one of the special guests. Madam, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We are glad to have you in Lagos State as part of the Family Support Trust. I'm sure you brought something big for us.
Yes.
Like how much?
50,000.
50,000?
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you very much, man.
Thank you too.
Please listen to the national anthem.
With the national anthem, the program for the launching of the 300 million naira Family Support Trust Fund in Lagos State has commenced. The wife of the President, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Mariam Abacha, is represented by Mary.
Mrs. Olutayo Oshola, representing wife of the inspector, to recognize the presence of the Commandant Army Headquarters Garrison, Brigadier General Corona Olene, representing the Chief of Army Staff. We have Navy Commodore G.A. Shinopati, representing the Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Naval Staff. That's Rear Admiral Mike Ahibe. You remember he was once an administrator of this very beautiful state. We have representing the Inspector General of Police, Engineer Biro Oshoba, DIG, and I think we should also meet the distinguished chairman of this occasion. That's somebody who did quite a lot while he was here as the administrator. Quite a lot of achievements go under his name. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're still going to hear more about this distinguished son of Lagos State, Brigadier General retired Obolaji Johnson. Of course, there's a gentleman in our midst there who has had to slip with an eye open in the last couple of months, jotting the T's and crossing the I's so that everything will go well today, and you can already see success knocking on our doors. And we're ready to accept success with our arms. I'm sure you'll say yes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a one-time Minister of Information, one-time National Sports Commissioner, Sports Chairman, and a distinguished Nigerian, a holder of many traditional titles. Chief Alex Akinele. And to his left, we have a gentleman who's made his mark in very many callings and put it himself creditably, a very distinguished senior member of the armed forces. He's just been appointed Minister of Communications, Major General Orlando West. Very much, sir. Then, the lady whose dream this is all about, she says, please come together so we can redeem Lagos from the present state it is. That's the wife of the Lagos State Administrator, chairperson of the Family Support Program, Mrs. I like to writing her name right away, Omolola Oyinola. I think she deserves more than that. You got a strong organization. And of course, the pillar behind all her successes. As a matter of fact, I wonder if you looked at the side of the Lagos State Administrator, who I just stood up, who was just looking at her with all the love. Colonel Oyinola, Lagos State Administrator, put your hands together. I did say that Lagos State is a very lovely state. They've been able to muster almost all the administrators and their wives at function. Let us start by welcoming the military administrator of Kaduna State, Colonel Jafar Isa. All the way from Katsina, Navy Captain Atolon, thank you very much for coming. Neighboring Ogun State, of course, if Organo will come, I will say Hawaii now. Thank you for the moral support. That's Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Akintoki. Thank you very much. I tell you that I am by origin an Osun State indigene, but by business I belong to Lagos State. So my administrators here, Naval Commander Anthony Odofi, and welcome to all the way from the Garden City, we have Lieutenant Colonel Garden Kumo, who's here. That's Mrs. Chinyere Mosu. Just before that, we did that, don't forget that she is Mama Bosse. Remember to get her name. Thank you very much for the wonderful little of human kindness you demonstrated during that incident. And that's keeping the good going. It's almost 4 years now, but it's so wonderful. So we have Hajia Aisha Dada from Borno State, traveling all the way. Well, the wife of the Imo State Administrator couldn't come for obvious reasons. They just made a whopping 40 million naira and they were launched last week. She's still, counting the money, But she's able to put on board a very senior member of the cabinet with the wife of the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Imo State, Mrs. Efe Anyanwu. What we should not forget, those who made Lagos State proud in those days, in their time, we have the immediate past wife of the Lagos State Administrator, the wife of the Lagos State Civilian Governor, that's Mrs. Otedola. She's here. Put her hands. From Plateau State, we have Mrs. Aisha Mana. Please thank you very much for coming, madam. Wife of the Kogi State Administrator. I haven't seen her. It's just coming in. That's Mrs. Nene of Maryland. Please put a hand together for her. Member of the Kogi for their own, which is also as grand as this. Thank you. I say Lagos has won the show. All the way from our show, we have the wife of the military administrator, Mrs. Donaldson. From Enugu, Mrs. Olushola Torre is also here. Oh God, this is beautiful. From Ondo, we have Mrs. Ahmed, Usman Ahmed here. There's a lady who I'm sure the ladies will be very proud of. She used to be a commissioner in Ogun State, but now she's risen to the post of a Minister of State for Education and a lady in our professional broadcasting. She's a lady of excellence. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Iyabode Adeshilowo, Minister of State for Education. Just in case you haven't forgotten, Akwa Ibom is having its own luncheon tomorrow, and the wife of the administrator and the administrator himself are both neck deep in this arrangement, so they couldn't come. But because of the love they have for Lagos, they have decided to send the DG and some Lord women is here. Chief Mrs. Alaja Kuburat Okoya, remember Eleganza, and Mr. So Master Alova, ND Construction One Company. Then Pfizer products are here in a very strong form. I'd like to platform to stand at the dollar. I think I carry the money. And Dr. Victor of William, please and the Pure Construction Company Limited in Shahar. Thank you. From Julius Berger, give Peter Morowitz. Now we get Pedro Bonasco, MP Labour Medal Bonasco. Thank you very much. And we have Kappa and Delvato PLC, Enrico Calvino. We have the Papa Dini of the whole of our country, you know it very well, silent giver, respected, internationally acknowledged philanthropist. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Chief Abdul Wahab Inoda Nika Olawi, represented by his son, Mr. Tuke Olawi. Then we also have here today a lady of substance. That's the lady we all know as Shade Boutique, Mrs. Shade Fan. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much. Now, There's a distinguished gentleman here who has made his mark nailed in very many fields. And he did that to the point that he's made the President Tanzania Nigeria Chamber of Commerce. He's, as I speak to you, the traditional Prime Minister of Okoji in Edo State. And as a matter of fact, he's the Atungwashe, that's the innovator to the throne of Lagos. Chief Mike in that person. And we will have Chief and Chief Mike in that person. Here are your who is the Babalaji of Lagos. And the Sergeant Hausawa of Lagos and Chairman of Council of Iowa Chiefs, Haji Kabir Garba, back as well. And we should not forget AfriBank. They are a very strong bank and they give me some indication that we're going to pump in as many naira as possible. We have the chairman here, Chief Mrs. Eniola Fanaemi. Remember that she runs Commissioner for Justice and of course Attorney General of Lagos State. Well, there are very many names to call. All the way from a very strong lady, Elijah Sulia. You know her? I think you just put her very much. Well, I think what we should do now is please put hands together for Elijah Bipa Mogaji. The others who have distinguished the activity, please put hands together for you. The Elekushu of the Katila, that's in the chair of the local government of Hawaii Elekushu. And of course, I saw the offer of Badagry not too long ago, but I don't know if he discussed with him along the way somewhere. But he was one of those who came here first. But I've saved the last for the best, or the best for the last. You remember that not too long ago, the offer of Lagos celebrated 30 years on the throne. And I just thought we should give him a very big round of applause. I think we should just write on the microphone or Montayo or Motor Shop.
You're very much welcome on behalf of the Chairperson Lagos State Chapter of the Family Support Program. It's scintillating time. I will show you pockets are very fat enough to make everyone smile here today for the betterment of every citizen of Nigeria. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. The Israeli ambassador is here with us. We will please put our hands together for him. Chairman, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Akinle Ayeni, member, wherever she is like that she's on the floor now. I'd like to call on Alhaji Hossein Aloba, please lead us in a lovely prayer.
We don't deserve all these mercies. We know we haven't done anything to harm your blessing. Yet, you are guiding us, you are helping us. You protected all the people from their respective homes down to this place. May we beseech you, O Lord, be with us and make this be a successful work in your name. Amen.
I have cars now. We could call them Tokubo cars. And most of all, when I came to Lagos, I wasn't the landlord. I'm the landlord of my house now. I think Lagos is good. Lagos has done all of us proud, so we should spare no effort in doing what we can to uplift Lagos. So that prime position as the state of excellence, which it should actually be. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly kick off. And let me ask you to look at the programs that you have with you. Welcome address by the Chairperson Family Support Program, Lagos State, Mrs. Omolola Onyinlola. Please put your hands together.
ably represented by the Honorable Minister for Commerce, Rear Admiral Isaac Ariola, His Excellency, the Military Administrator, Lagos State, Honorable Ministers here present, State Military Administrators here present, Wives of Service Chiefs here present, Wives of the Military Administrators and Chairpersons, Family Support Program in other states of the Federation here present, Chairman of this special occasion, retired Brigadier General Mokola Johnson, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the State Executive Council, Directors General, Chairman, Local Government Caretaker Committee, my Lord, Spiritual and Temporal, Your Royal Highnesses, Obas and Chiefs, our special launchers, wives of chairmen and chairpersons of Family Support Program in local government, top government functionaries, respected leaders of non-governmental organizations here present, distinguished invited guests, our market leaders, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I consider this occasion a rare privilege and singular opportunity for me to heartily welcome to Lagos State Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Mariam Sani Abacha, and the initiator of the Family Support Program in Nigeria, ably represented by the Honorable Minister for Commerce, Rear Admiral Isaac Ariola. I also welcome wives of members of the Armed Forces Ruling Council in our midst, as well as wives of the military administrators and chairpersons of Family Support Program from other states of the Federation, our distinguished women of substance from all parts of the Federation, and of course, our respected and loving husbands from far and near. You are all welcome to Lagos. You are all welcome to Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. Today's ceremony marks an important milestone in the history of the state, as a bold step is being taken towards improving the family institution, the nucleus of the society, which had for long been overtly and covertly neglected. The Family Support Program, as we are all aware, is aimed at improving and sustaining family cohesion through the promotion of social and economic well-being of the Nigerian family for its maximum contribution to national development and to promote policies and programs that strengthen the observance and protection of human rights and advancement of social justice and human dignity. May I, at this juncture, inform our mothers and women folk in general that the present Family Support Program has a wider coverage than the elsewhere National Program. The present dispensation will try to make all and sundry feel the impact of this program, since all members of the family are well involved and every individual shall be made to derive maximum benefit from it. Lagos State, being cosmopolitan and heterogeneous, could best be described as a mini Nigeria, as we have almost all the tribes of the Federation resident therein. Due to the nature of the state as an industrialized and highly organized one, it is the most hit with problems whose root causes could be identified as being associated with the family. Apart from the fact that coming to Lagos alone severed many people from their initial families, the problems faced by many persons, especially young and old couples, have led to the disintegration of many families. The attendant social-economic problems are many, and Lagos State can boast of having a large percentage and concentration of people bedecked with family problems that need aid and attention. The break in family kinship ties contributes immensely to the increase in the rate of divorce, delinquency, street children, early pregnancy, drug abuse, area boys and girls, single parenthood, and other social vices prevalent nowadays in our society. It is an attempt to eliminate these social vices and evolve an egalitarian society that the Family Support Program was conceived and nurtured by the First Lady and designed to touch almost all areas of human endeavors in order to make an impact in the life of every citizen. I am happy to mention that in Lagos State, we are going to focus on some programs to which a number of projects have been identified. This will include children and youth development programs, health, education, skill acquisition for both men and women, disability and destitution, and social welfare programs. All these projects were carefully selected and designed to boost the morale and working enthusiasm of our people towards the upliftment of their living conditions, as well as encouraging them to contribute their quota positively and effectively to the development of this nation and Lagos in particular. To achieve this lofty ideal and objective, there is need to have a colossal amount of money, which we believe the government alone cannot make available with the present limited resources at its disposal. It is for this reason that we wish to sincerely appeal to all of you good people of Lagos State, international agencies, corporate bodies, industrial and philanthropic organizations, and individuals, including farmers, all market men and women who love progress and continuous cohesion of the family institution, to donate generously towards this trust fund for the successful implementation of this project. Lagos State has always been at the forefront. We lead and others follow. It is our belief that this time our efforts will bring fame and glory back to Lagos State. We sincerely promise that the money realized today will be judiciously spent and effectively accounted for. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented here, eminent personalities, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you warmly to this occasion and wish you God's blessings. Thank you all for listening.
this family support program and the family support trust fund would be better appreciated if we all pause for a second or two and visualize the effect of the current economic hardship on the Nigerian family unit. This can be likened to the story of the locust and the crops. The locust ravaged the crops with ferocious intensity, though the crops seemed impervious to the menace. But God Almighty intervened and destroyed the locust. And since then, the crops have started bearing fruits, and much more. They now bear fruits in abundance. This is exactly what the birth of the Family Support Program as an intercessor will bring to the Nigerian family unit by the special grace of God. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next item of the program, I want to hand over for a second to my co-MC, Bimbi Olatunji.
I think what we should just do is distinguish between the academic MC and the one that just comes in to interject with humor and all that, which is what I'm doing here today. But we have not stopped to even think about the very great use we could put the humor term. The area boys are extremely very humorous. I'll tell you about this incident. They played tantrums, they played stunts on themselves. It happened when two of them met somewhere, and one said, "Baba, Oga, give me some money now." In all those things that they normally do. So this other one looked at him, another area boy, he said to the man, "But why are you begging now?" The man said, "But we cannot steal. You've asked us to stop stealing so we can start begging." And the man looked at him, another area boy, and said, "We who asked you to stop stealing have asked you not to continue stealing." So what kind of thing is this? So when the man said all of that, and they looked at him and they said, the area boys have actually started changing. And I must say that there are a lot of programs in Lagos State now to rehabilitate the area boys, and you've just started hearing a bit of it. As time goes on, you get to hear all the good programs and good people of Lagos State have by the First Lady, and represented here today by this very great and august visitor. We have what we call a supplementary list, which we'll be announcing as we go ahead. But in the meantime, I'd like to ask Tyler to please come back to the microphone to continue with our academic work.
To go straight to the point, the order of the day, observing all necessary protocols. I would want to call on the chairman of this special August occasion in the month of April, Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, State Governor, Lagos State.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, ably represented by the Commissioner, shall I say Minister for Industry, Admiral Areola, our own affable Administrator for Lagos, Colonel Oyelola, and his dear wife, the very able chairperson of the Lagos State Family, should we call it fundraising today, or just call it program? My ex-colleagues, military administrators of other states here present, Kabiyesi, Alayelúwà, the Oba of Lagos. If you allow me to take the cue from the compare, I just stopped short there and said, all other protocols observed. I want to start by sincerely thanking the organizers of today for asking me to be the chairman of this very special occasion. I nearly jumped through my window when one night, just about to retire to bed, I heard the bell at the front door. Who was it? He said, Oyinlola. I said, no, it can't be that one. I said, who? So I took Bolon, follow all over busy. So I quickly put on my air conditioner and then took off. But he came in his usual self and he was quite at home. And he told me I'm being invited. He's been given a big assignment to come and invite me. You, somebody, the big girl calling you, you say, no, I'm doing my juju first. You and your juju, who owns you? So I said, well, I have no choice. So I felt flattered when some couple of nights ago, in a humble usual self, Mrs. Oyinlola herself telephoned and was saying thank you to me. I said, thank you. And he said, some people may never accept, but you accept and that you are coming. I said, thank you very much. So I'm now thanking you for thanking me and for asking me to be the chairman of today's occasion. I said today is a great occasion because it seems at long last we've been groping in the dark. I've been beating about the bush. And I usually say, and as you say in Yoruba parlance, I think you better take an overall cover of apologies from Kabiyesi and the elders seated here. When I jab in one or two proverbs, you come and find that in our society, they say, if you are in the bush, you miss your way. If you can't find your way, the best thing for you is to go back and trace yourself to where last you knew your way. I think we are beginning to realize that in Nigeria today. In that we are finding our way back to where we started getting lost. And that is the family. I'm not just saying family support program now. The family itself. It has been completely eroded. We've lost track. Father is working, running after business. Mother too is doing her own. The child comes back from school, nobody to take care of her. No boys, scouts to follow anymore. Girls, guys, almost non-existing. And you even come and find the boys' clubs and things like that we enjoyed as youth, non-existing. And what happens? Devils find job for idle hands. So I think we are finding our steps back. We are finding that track back. And may God allow us and assist us in finding it and maintaining it this time, so we don't get lost again. I took time to go through the brochure, spelling out the details, that is, the philosophy, objectives, and everything that was uppermost in the mind of our First Lady, Mrs. Mariam Abacha, when she launched this program late last year. I think she needed to be patted on the back for that one, in that it was well thought of, and I think very, very timely, like I've said earlier on. When I came into administration, I was lucky to have some very, very able people around me. And if we achieved anything, it wasn't Mobolaji, it was this strong team that achieved anything we were able to achieve for Lagos State. Including even Abibati Mogaji. She gave me some headache, but we are still friends. I learned something great from my first secretary to the administration then, Mr. Hausenwright. One of the most polished and able civil servant I ever worked with. He said something in one of the very few speeches I first made when I was governor. He said, you cannot say that because the grass is still growing, the horse must die. That is, the horse eats grass. But if the grass is still growing, not yet ready, must the horse die? No. And that is why I want to say today that although the family concept has been completely eroded, we are trying to work towards the ultimate. But in the interim, while the grass is still growing, what do we do? And that's why I say we find our way back to where we get lost. The economic situation in the country and the values of our society, the rat race for material gain and accumulation of it, has bedeviled our thinking and our forward-looking to the progress of this nation. We've gone very selfish. We've become absolutely individualistic. And at times we even walk past a dead body on the street these days. Nobody's even batting an eye. This never used to happen. We must find our way back. I asked the question when I said that, look, the grass is still growing. Must the horse die? Today, as a nation, we seem to be in a doldrum. What you can hear in the past 2 years is all politicking, politicking, politicking. People hankering for office, getting the office, want to remain in office. The grass is still growing. Must the horse die? Here are the horses, here are the people, here is the nation. Must the nation die because the grass is still growing? Because we are trying to find an answer to a political problem. The grass is still growing. Must the horse die? That's why I want to pat Mrs. Oyinlola on the back this morning, in that we are finding an alternative for that horse to take while the grass is still growing. Before this society dies completely, we must try and rescue it. And that's what we are doing now by forming this family support program. May I give a word of caution? In the past, we've had many things like this, launched like this with enthusiasm. And typical of our society, some of them have died a natural death. May I warn your committee, ma'am? I've gone through that brochure, and I've found that a lot of beautiful ideas, typical of us in Nigeria. There are several reports, there are several investigations, there are several probes. All the book prints are there in this nation. Is just to implement an effect. So, ma'am, while I read all the objectives as contained in the brochure, may I warn, please don't bite more than you can chew. I went through and I found that it seemed as if you read my mind. I found that the program of Lagos State has saddled itself with just about 4 major programs now, which I think is very laudable. We must begin to find our way back. I referred to it earlier on that some of us enjoyed our youth in this same city. Where are those things that make Lagos tick? These are things they're trying to bring back now in this committee. And that's why they will asking you to donate generously to what they want to do today. I was happy to read in one of the paragraphs there that there's going to be a constant review of your program, of your goals, and of your achievements. And may I add, ma'am, that not only goals must be reviewed, ideas and thoughts, they need to be reviewed regularly. We say again in Lagos, If you try to make ogbono the ogbono not draw, you turn back to okra. So you come and find that you may have this idea today. By the time you go somewhere, you may find that it is not working. Let us swallow our pride. Let us retrace ourselves and go back to that okra soup, which is readily available. I've given the caution. I would like to add some word of advice. Forget that my hair is white. I'm not a sage. I'm not an old man yet. But just taking the privilege of maybe some years of experience. Please, madam, do not let the typical Nigerian infighting, internal politicking, contract award destroy your committee. But when you put your soup in the right place and you put a workman there, nobody can taste the soup. So I want to warn on that one. Before you know where you are, ma'am, unless you are strong and God is going to be with you, I'm sure of that one. You may lose control. You come and find that infighting will even destroy your regular meetings. And the thing where the human they call, they say, I did destroy family, I did destroy whole nation. You will not have been cured with it, that one. They say it cure me morning, and by the time you get to a meeting, you come and tell people, say, they said morning. Please, man, don't listen to it. You put your hand on the plow, you're going to make a straight line. Minister Ilola, you started very well. It is not the beginning, but whoever finishes the job. Ma'am, I don't give you a short life, but you will remain alive. This job is not the end though. This Baba standing in front of you left government 20 years ago. That is retired. The work is not finished. It will still be there. But ma'am, I just want you to go with that satisfaction of mind that you played your own part. You will not remain our own First Lady forever. One day, even maybe tomorrow, you will leave. These lustful ideas you've got should not die with your leaving office. It is not he who sets up a business that succeeds, but a man who after his death, the business continues to thrive and bloom. That's the man who has succeeded. Like we say in the military palace, soldier go, soldier come. Barak not the change. Bolaji don't go, Oilola don't come. Lagos State will still be there, and the family will continue to be there. Once again, I want to thank you very sincerely for asking me to be the chairman of today. There will be time soon to ask people to donate generously. They will come back to that one. You ended up with something that touched my mind. And in those days, they used to refer to Lagos that, when we brought out some colors that dazzled their faces and things like that. We go to athletics, we do everything. They say, Lagos for show. So it's not just for show, Lagos for gold as well. You've said it, man. Lagos often lead the others. They lead and others follows. Not just in great words, but in ideas and achievement. Thank you very much.
I, on behalf of the Lagos State Government, present a blind boy called Emmanuel. He has a keyboard right in front of him. He is of the Pacelli School for the Blind. We'll have some cultural dance in the background. These distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will you please, with a big and rousing round of applause, welcome on stage Emmanuel as he performs the music.
That's why I couldn't leave it all to you. I gave you the thing, yes I do. I know you cared for me, made me feel happy. You wiped my tears away, and you taught me the right way, my mother. I love you, my mother, my loving mother, my loving mother. I love you.
Deserves it. Ask God for this wonderful. we would have been able to take it, but we still have constraint of time. Please put your hands together. The lyrics of the wonderful song, My Family, to invite the military administrator of Lagos State, Colonel Orlando Story for his speech. Please put your hands together for
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Mariam Sani Abacha, ably represented by Rear Admiral Isaac Areola, the Honorable Minister for Commerce and member of the PRC, Honorable Ministers here present, my counterparts from other states here present, the wives of service chiefs here present, wives of the military administrators and chairperson family support program in other states of the Federation, the chairman of this special occasion, Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, retired, but obviously not tired. Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the State Executive Council, Directors General, Chairmen, local government caretaker committees, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, your Royal Highnesses, Obas and Chiefs, our special launchers, wives of chairmen and chairperson of family support program in local government, top government functionaries, respected leaders of non-governmental organizations here present, distinguished invited guests, our respected market leaders, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be at this special gathering of the Family Support Program Trust Fund being launched here today. I am equally delighted to welcome most sincerely to our midst Our Excellency, the First Lady, the National Chairperson of the Family Support Program, Mrs. Mariam Sani Abacha, ably represented by the Honorable Minister for Commerce, Rear Admiral Isaac Areola, and other eminent personalities present at this gathering. I must say that I am particularly proud of the positive reaction of the good people of Lagos State to the Family Support Program, as demonstrated not only by a wholesome embracement of the program during the recently concluded familiarization tour of Family Support Program projects in the 15 local government areas of the state by the state chairperson of the Family Support Program, but also has been justified by the physical presence at this gathering of notable men and women in the cosmopolitan society of Nigeria in general and Lagos State in particular. Let me also congratulate most heartily all those that have labored to make this occasion a reality. You will recall that the United Nations declared 1994 as the International Year of the Family as a result of the contemporary global economic and social upheaval within the society. In compliance with this global action of the world body, the First Lady, Her Excellency, Mrs. Mariam Sani Abacha, initiated the Family Support Program as a national program to complement the global action in Nigeria. Similarly, at the launching of the National Family Support Program Trust Fund in Abuja on the 5th of November 1994, the states were mandated to launch their own chapters of the trust fund. In compliance with this directive, I wish to recall that the state government established a cabinet committee comprising commissioners and director general, headed by the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, to plan the launching of the trust fund at the state level. To give credibility and acceptability to the assignment of the cabinet committee, a fundraising subcommittee was established comprising men and women of proven integrity from various sectors of the society, headed by a former Honorable Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and under the guidance of the State Chairperson of the Family Support Program. The two committees assiduously worked at and complemented each other's efforts. The committees having examined the peculiar nature of social problems in Lagos State in the areas of juvenile and young adults delinquency, destitution, and disability, identify the unlisted projects as a measure to solve some of these problems. Comprehensive Children and Youth Development Center, Juvenile and Adult Social Center, Vocational Center for the Disabled Persons, and Neighborhood Social Center. As already mentioned by the Chairperson of Family Support Program in Lagos State, the implementation of these projects is already being given active consideration, the import of which is being witnessed here today through these launching ceremonies. Your Excellency, the First Lady, and the National Chairperson of the Family Support Program, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to state at this juncture that we in Lagos State are not unaware of the various environmental and socio-economic problems militating against the effective performances of the various families, and as such, government through its various agencies and the local government councils have ensured, among others, the provision of affordable and regular delivery of primary health services. In recent times, government has also beefed up security measures in the state to facilitate safety of lives and properties. At the educational sector, government has continued to join efforts with the various parents, teachers, associations to step up the provision of more blocks of classrooms and equipment to ease the problems of our school children in the state. We have also made available recreational facilities and support centers to ensure the meaningful use of the leisures by all and sundry. On the economic front, the government has tried to create the conducive atmosphere for the growth and advancement of our commercial networks and the effective performance of private sectors. The determination to ease the various transportation problems in Lagos State has prompted the Lagos State government to establish a separate Ministry of Public Transportation and the need to revitalize the Lagos State Transport Corporation. Much as the present administration is irrevocably committed to the provision of basic needs of the people of Lagos State, among other competing demands, but I wish to state that government alone cannot afford to single-handedly fund the required needs of the people because of the limited resources at its disposal. Therefore, we need the support of the private sectors and the contributions of all non-governmental organizations in meeting the needs of the people. Today's launching ceremony is not only appropriate but timely. Hence, I seize this unique opportunity to appeal to business organizations, individuals, and voluntary groups to generously support and contribute in kind and cash to the laudable projects identified under the Family Support Program. The contribution to the fund should not be seen as a one-day affair, but as a continuous process of support to the program. I also appeal to the federal military government through this medium to sympathetically consider the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos State in the provision of funds and other services for the effective maintenance of existing infrastructure. Finally, I wish to reiterate my commitment and unalloyed support, as well as that of the state government, to the grand objective of this family support program, which has been designed to boost the well-being of our people. Having taken cognizance of the national guideline on the family support program, and in realization of its noble goal, I put in place a board of trustees that will manage the proceeds of the launching, the membership of which consists of men and women of proven credibility and high integrity in the society. I also wish to assure you that the board of trustees to the trust fund account will account for all monies collected and ensure that such monies are spent judiciously on the projects for which they were collected. Your Excellency, the First Lady and National Chairperson of the Family Support Program, Mrs. Mariam Sani Abacha, military administrators, wives of the military administrators here present, chairman of this occasion, distinguished launchers, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you all to Lagos State and to this historic occasion. I wish you all a successful launching ceremony. Thank you and God bless.
I have taken a good look around the hall and I see that we are gradually thinning out, and that before our money is taken out, we have to do something about it. The reason we're here today is to collect money, and we have 300 million naira to go. We will leave drama for now and go straight away to the special speech by Tourism and Commerce, Rear Admiral Areola. Let's put our hands together for our special guest.
Leader, please. Thank you.
Mrs. Mariam Abacha has asked me to give you, the good people of Lagos State, her warm greetings and love. Before I left Abuja this morning, she gave me an address written by herself, and she directed that the address should be read as written. Your Excellency, the Military Administrator of Lagos State, all other military administrators, members of Federal Executive Council, the chairman of this occasion, Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, retired, members of Lagos State Executive Council, the wife of the military administrator and chairperson of the Family Support Program, Lagos State, members of the Diplomatic Corps, chairman of the Caretaker Committee of the local governments, my lords, spiritual and temporal, Your Royal Highness, the Oba of Lagos, special lunchers, invited guests, respected leaders of non-governmental organizations, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed highly honored and delighted to be in Lagos today to attend the launching of the Lagos State Family Support Trust Fund. My presence at this unique occasion of family support fundraising activity in Lagos State is no doubt a clear demonstration of our sincere belief and commitment to the upliftment of the welfare conditions of Nigerian families. I want to believe that the heterogeneous nature of the cosmopolitan city of Lagos, which is the commercial nerve center of this great country, is an added advantage to this historic occasion. I also believe that today's launching is not only historic, but a symbol of Lagos State commitment and total support to the program, which has been well conceived for the benefit of our people throughout the country. Perhaps you will recall that about 5 months ago, to be specific, on Saturday, 5th November 1994, the National Trust Fund on Family Support Program was launched in Abuja. And through your cooperation and unalloyed support, it was a joy to be a huge success as the target set was attained. I'm therefore confident that the aspirations of the Lagos State chapter of the Family Support Program will no doubt be attained. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to solicit your material support for the Lagos State chapter of the Family Support Program. Like you are aware, this will help ensure the rapid transformation of our society and the growth of our family system. I wish to reiterate that the Family Support Program is a people-conscious, people-centered, and people-oriented program that intends to sensitize the Nigerian family in order to improve the capacity and capability of the family to resolve its numerous challenges in our contemporary society. I'm happy to note that the global trend now is the need for collective approach to social issues, especially development programs. It is against this background that I wish to appeal to you all, individually and severally, to hearken to our call for joint efforts to build and regenerate the confidence of our family system by laying structures and implementing programs that have relevance to their aspirations. Coming to this occasion,